Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? Not sure my mic is. Oh, it's muted. What? Why is it muted? Okay, how about.
Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Not sure why, but can you hear me? Hello guys. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't tell. Yes, they hear me. Whew, good. Okay. I had to set up things a little different tonight, so I wasn't sure how it was going to work. But hey, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Good. As you can see, I've got a lot of paintbrushes here, and I got a whole lot more we're going to be going through and doing things with. And I want to welcome Liz and Herb and Kim and Sandra, and I hope more show up. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go through and show you how you don't have to buy all these perfect paintbrushes to do all the certain different things you do when you paint. I'm going to show you where you can use some very simple brushes and do almost the same amount of stuff as you can do with the more complex ones. Okay, so this, of course, is a chippy brush. Now, I have a lot of different chippy brushes, and I can do a lot. This isn't even all of them. This is just, I still have like 4 or 5 in my craft room. This is my old one, you can see, but guess what? It still works. I've had it over 30 years. Actually, I've probably had it closer to 40 years, and it works still. And then these are some of my other chippy brushes. We're going to go through what they can do as well. Now, these 3 brushes here, I did just purchase. And these are really fun brushes. They're not very expensive, and they are fun brushes to use. And so I grabbed these ones because there's some fun ones. Now, this is my newest brush. I got it off of Amazon. It was fairly cheap, and I'm going to show you what this brush can do. But other brushes can do the same thing. Now, this is considered an actual stipple brush, but it's kind of rounded on the ends rather than flat. I do have some that are flat, but I don't think I have any over here that are flat. I think I left them in the craft room, but I can stipple with this. I can dry brush. I can do a lot of different things with this brush. And this is just a flat 1 inch, and I have a lot of different ones. And this isn't even all of them. This is just some of the flat brushes that I have. Just trying to get a bunch of them out here. There you can see some are short, some are long. That's not a flat brush. There's one there, and I got smaller ones too. So I have bigger ones, and then I have the really small. In fact, on the flat brushes, I think my smallest flat brush is this. No, that's not it. Is this one right here? Maybe this is the smallest. You can see it's tiny, but I use it for all kinds of things. Angle brushes, I have different sizes. All these different ones are angle brushes. This is an angle brush. Got a bunch of the same ones too. And they can do a lot of different things as well. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you. Plus, I've got fan brushes. I've got these 3 different kinds of fan brushes. This one, and this one. And they do different things as well. So we're going to do painting, but we're going to use different brushes for different things as we go along. Plus, I also have messing up my canvas here. I have palette knives. This is just 3 of the ones that I have, and they're all different sizes, different shapes. I can do different things with those as well. So let's get started. I'm going to do a sky. So we're going to put blue on first. I messed up my... Okay. So I'm going to grab this brush. Now this brush is the new one that I got from Temu. I can't even say it right. And it's really super silky. You can see the shine on those brushes, on the bristles. I have not used this one yet, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to put some blue on my my palette and some white, because I always mix white because your sky is not usually all one color. It's all different blues and stuff, and so you have to do different colors. So I'm going to put some blue on here and some white. Oh, come on. I need to fill this back up. Okay, there we go. I buy my acrylic paint in big giant bottles, and so I put it in smaller. So I'm going to show you my palette because you can't see it. So I'm just going to grab some and some of this, and then I'm going to turn it over. Now you can do this right on your canvas as well. So this, and you want a lot of paint on here, and you can mix it. Now, if I wanted to change and say, let's say I didn't want to use this brush, then I could take this brush, put it in there, and I can grab, let's say this one. And I can do the same exact thing with this brush. And so I'm mixing this brush, or the paint, with my brush. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this sky. Now, clouds is probably one of my most favorite things to do. I love to make clouds, and it's not one of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but I like doing it. So, and what's nice when you're doing this, when you're mixing, if the sky is too dark, you can add some white in there. If it's too light, you can add some blue. If you want it to be a really deep, you can add a little bit of black, or to pull out a really dark sky. If you're going with something like sunset, you want to go with a totally different color scheme. So here we go. This is our sky. Now, we're going to do some clouds. Now, clouds, you can do your puffy white clouds. You can do your faint clouds. But most clouds are not one-dimensional. So they're not just white, unless they're the really faint ones. Usually they're gray, and then they're white on top of them. So just want to get this a little bit more down. And some people, when they want to stop like a C line or something, they will use tape across. I don't use tape. So I don't hardly ever use tape. Once in a great while. Okay. Now, this brush is really fun to use, but we're not going to use it yet because we want to get some gray. So I'm going to put some black on my palette, and I'm going to mix some more white so I can make a gray. Okay. Now for me, I never do each thing the same way each time that I do it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take into the stipple brush, and I'm going to take some black and some white, and see, we're going to mix up this gray, and I don't want it really dark, so I'm just going to keep adding white until I get it to the shade of gray that I want. It's got a little bit of blue mixed in, and that's completely okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the sky like as if it was the white. So I just start and I just kind of pounce it. And what you're doing is you're getting that gray undercolor. What that's going to do is it's going to give your clouds some dimension. Because you want your clouds to have dimension, right? You want them to look real. Usually, if you look up in the sky and you look at clouds, they usually have some dimension in it. So there you got your gray clouds. Now, one thing you can do is you can take, say, this blending tool, and I'm barely brushing it across it. What that's going to do is it's going to give you that really soft look. Hey, Ron, can I get you to grab me some paper towels? I forgot to grab some. Just like 5 or 6. So I need to wash this off. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this brush, and I'm going to do the white on it, which is going to be the puffy whiteness. And it comes into a point, but you don't have to, 3 or 4. So I'm not going to cover the gray completely. I'm just going to pounce on it, and I'm going to leave some of the gray showing. Thank you. What that's going to do is it's going to give you your dimension and your clouds. You don't want them to all just be all one color. That's what makes the paintings look real, is the dimension that you put on your paintings. Now, of course, I can add some that doesn't have any gray behind it, because it's got blue, and that's going to give you a little bit of a darkness anyway. Okay, so now that's done. Now I can also achieve this same look with this brush. I do it all the time. With this brush, will also give you that same exact effect. Now, we don't want it to look just like this. You want it to be softer. So what we're going to do, and I'm not done with these. I'm going to come back and work on these again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this brush, and I'm going to lightly pull this. And that's going to soften it. And we'll come back with more white in a little while. Okay, so what do you guys want me to put down here? You get to choose. You want mountains? You want a river? You want a path? What would you guys like? Well, thank you, Liz. So you get to tell me what we're going to do down here. You want a path? Okay. And rivers, paths and rivers. We can do both. You can do a river, oops, with a path. How about that? Okay, so we got to put some darkness back here. I'm going to do some green and mix some of this black with it. So let's see, use this brush, some of this black. See, I'm mixing this color here. And so we're going to would you guys like some trees too? Hi, Sonny. Or Sunny. I can never say it right, but hello. Welcome. Okay. So I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm just going to grab some blue. And what we're going to do is we're going to make the water. I'm going to use that same color. And we're going to have a river. So let's see. We'll start our river from over here. I'm going to go just like that. I'm not too worried about the colors. This is becoming like a turquoise because we're going to put some more colors in with it. Well, thank you. Okay. That's going to be the outline of the river. And you guys would like a path as well. So let's put our path in. Get some brown. And I'm just going to use the same brush. And we're going to put, let's see. Path is going to go, let's see, where should I put my path? How about if we put it right through here? You'll see what I'm doing. It looks funny, but this is what it's going to be. Maybe it doesn't look funny, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. I'm going to put some rocks a path across the river or the waterway. And when you do rocks, do the darkest color first, and then you put the lightest color. So we're going to come back to that. Now, while this is all drying, we're going to start doing this part as well as the tree line. So let's see. Let's put in a lighter green. I'll mix some of it with that darker green. So it's a different color. Pull in a little bit of black. And I'm just pouncing. That's how I'm getting this this look, is I'm just pouncing on here. My little brush is losing its hairs. Hi, Rhonda. Tappa, tappa, tappa. That's right. That's what I'm doing. That's what's getting this look that I'm going for. What it's going to do is going to give you dimension on your ground, and it's going to look more like that's actually not one all straight painted color. Even this looks kind of that way, but we're going to change the look. Just a minute. Okay, so here is all of that. Now we need to do something with this here. And I want to put a tree line on there. So what I'm going to use for the tree line is I'm going to use this little paintbrush. And I need some yellow and some more darker green. It's been so cool the last couple of weeks. About a month ago, I'll use this other yellow. Last couple of months, right outside this window, we got to watch Robin build the most intricate, whoops. robin build the most intricate nest. Then she laid her eggs, and then they sat on them for oh 2 weeks, and then they hatched.
And then about 2 weeks later, voila, she's got little babies and she's feeding them. And then yesterday or the day before, they flew the coop. They're gone. There was none on the ground, so we know that they survived flying. That was cool. We always get robins and doves in our trees and little brown birds. We have starlings, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so now with my fan brush, we're gonna put some trees in the tree line right across there. And I'm just tapping, just tapping up and down. Once you put the dark color, then you can come back and you use a light green, a yellow, anything like that to give it dimension. You want your highlight. I'm also going to put them down in here. Here, let's do down here. And I just kind of rock it as I tap. That's going to give you that look, the actual, so it doesn't look exactly the same. Pine trees are really fun to use with pine trees with a fan brush. Okay, so here's our tree line. I want to go up on higher with some, just so that they're not all exactly the same. Okay, down here. Actually, let's put a bush. Now, a bush, I can do it this way. I can go like this and turn it. I don't know if you can see me doing that. And there you got a little bush. So I'm going to turn it as I count, and you've got a little bush. That's cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go with some lighter green on top of it. Give it some highlight. See how that looks? You don't want to cover up all your dark color. You're just trying to give it some highlight, because nature is not all one flat color. I have an echo. Oh, I know where it's coming from. Tell me if it's stopped. Is the echo gone? And can you guys still hear me? Let me know. I did. I didn't realize I did. I had to turn one off. Yeah, I know. But they told me. But I think that the echo should be gone. Let me know. Like I said, I'm trying. This is a new setup a little bit than before, because my other setup wasn't working the last time, and I could not get it to work. I still have an echo. That's weird. I only have one mic on. Okay, let me try this.
Now do I have an echo? Let me know. If I still have an echo. Okay. Now we're gonna work on this, little, river. So I'm going to grab some more white paint. No echo and you can hear me. Good, good, good. And Sarah was gonna try and come tonight, but she's in the middle of trying to open up her yarn shop. She was gonna try and open it yesterday, that didn't happen, and so she's trying to get it open as soon as she can. Thank you, Liz. Okay, so I'm going to grab some white paint and then some green paint. This is going to give the water some dimension. And I need some blue, more blue. I'm going to go with a little bit a lighter blue. Jessica must be at home. So I'm just going to be like you doing, moving the paint around with all of this. We heard you. Because this like messed up a little bit. We need some of the blue. Thank you. It's not done yet, but thank you. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna add some dark blue over here. It's got too light. Okay. That looks like a river. Looks like water, you guys. Okay. We'll come back and we'll put some highlights in here in the water. And now we're going to lay our lighter color on top of your rocks. And because the rocks are black, we're going to put a gray color on them. I have to find the right brush that I want to use. So, I'm going to grab some white and black. Make some gray. And I'm just going to not completely cover them. You don't want them to be completely covered because then you lose your dimension on your rocks.
And then we'll come back in a minute and put a lighter color on top of that. That will give you even more dimension on your rocks. And now we're going to put some dimension in this path. Yeah. No, I'm not right. How's that looking, guys? Now I can do this part with this kind of a brush, or I can do it with my palette knife. What you want to do is you want to put a lightness in the edge. What that's going to do is give your river, or you can do it on a lake or a beach, and what that's going to do is going to give it like a beach, the edge, so you know where the water line stops. So we'll do the other side. Now, would you guys like to see me do a tree or no? I still have to finish the clouds. Thank you, Herb. So putting these lines is going to give you movement in the water and highlight. So put a little bit more white or light gray around these rocks because the water is rushing past it. We want to show that it's actually going past it. Then I'm going to get some pure white. Just put a little bit of highlight there. So it looks like rocks. Like a stepping stone across. Okay. Thank you. Do you want a tree? I can put a little tree here. I do need to finish the clouds first. So we're going to do that round. The one brush is too wet, so we're going to use this brush. This one right here, that's going to put our white on the clouds. How's that look? When I'm painting, you can ask my husband. We're constantly asking, how does this look? Does this look good? And I question myself, and sometimes I'm going one direction, and then the next thing I know, I'm painted over it, and I'm going a completely different direction. And then when I'm done, what do I say? I don't like this painting. And then a little while later, I come back and look at it and say, oh, that's okay. I like that.
And Ron, my husband, just said, Ron said, he goes, an artist is their worst own critic. And I think that's true. So, just pouncing these in. Now this time I'm not going to soften them like I did the others because I want this fluffy look on them. Thank you, Kim. Okay, let's see, let's finish this. And this brush, you can go up and down straight, or you can go on an angle, and you're going to get a little bit of a different look with either way that you do it. I had actually in the past did a painting, didn't like it, and completely paint over the whole thing and start over. Because I did not like it at all. In fact, a couple weeks ago when I made the tree with the bird, the next day, covered the bird completely up, part of the tree up, and repainted it with a different bird in it. Because I just did not like it. Okay, so can you guys see the dimension in the clouds? They look real because I've gone with a dark gray, then a light gray, and then a white, and then I muted the white, and then now I'm going over with a bright white, and you can see those colors coming up. So now I'm actually going to do a little tree. I love trees. So I'm going to do a tree. So, and I'm going to start it here and put it up over the river. And you guys are going to want to look out for my painting on Thursday because I am doing the north side of the Great Salt Lake. And if you don't know anything about the Great Salt Lake and what it looks like, you are going to be shocked at what it looks like. And it's actually exactly the way I'm going to paint it. So you'll want to watch out for that. I'm probably going to premiere it at the normal time, which is 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay, so there is the tree trunk. Then I'm going to grab, let's see, I'm actually going to grab I want to do this chippy brush. Or, yeah, I'll use this chippy brush. Because you can use I use all kinds of things. And I'm just going to pounce it in here. I don't know if you guys can tell, we're watching on TV right here, I Love Lucy. Probably. Can you guys hear I Love Lucy? Because it's on. Just like maybe 10 feet from me. Oh, and there's Royce. Okay, so once you put your darker color, if you look at a tree in nature, it's going to have a lighter colors, and that's what's going to give you your dimension. You can do a lighter color, which I have, and or you can do a little bit of yellow or both. Thank you, Liz. So I'm going to put a little bit of lighter color. You don't want to completely cover up your leaves. You're just doing your highlights over it. And there's several different ways. Some people will do all the greens and then they put the tree trunk and then they'll put the other color of green over the top of it. I do that sometimes, but I don't always do it. I'm making this where you can actually see the trunk be underneath it. It's not a real super thick tree. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of a yellow, and that will even give it a little bit more dimension on your tree. Jess? Sorry, I had to let my daughter know she can't swear. Okay. All right, there's that tree. Except for now we got to do the trunk. And the trunk and the highlights on the trunk, I'm just going to go with kind of a white and a gray color. You know, you think of trees are always brown. Not in nature. They're not always brown. Sometimes they are black with gray highlights. You just have to really look at the trees and see what the tree actually looks like. I'm hitting this very, very lightly. That's why you're not seeing those great big long, like lots of dark lines. Because this color here is a light gray on here. And I'll put a little bit where you can see the branches. That's a little too light, so we're going to go over that a little bit with some dark gray, which is okay. You know, I realized a long time ago, nature is definitely not perfect. Nothing in it is perfect. It's perfect, but it's not. It's perfectly done, but it's not like all the same exactly. That's what I mean by perfect. Okay, now we got to do something around the bottom. I never like to leave the bottom just sitting like that. Never do. So we're going to put. Whoops! We're going to knock my paint on. So we're going to put some little shrubs right here. And highlight it. There we go. Okay, now I want to put some little, looks like sticks, little not branches, but little sticks, little trunks and stuff in here. So you just drag it through, and I'm just literally just pulling and dragging. And what that's going to do is going to give you the illusion of little trunks, little
like you see in nature, you see an empty little branches that are up in the, in the mix of things. So I just like to put those in. Um, so I'm just kind of fold it through, and that's going to give us a little bit more dimension. What do you guys think? I like it. Yeah, reeds. That's the word I was looking for. Sticks, reed, yeah. Or just like dead uh, trees or weeds and stuff from the year before. The new stuff comes up around them, and then you can see them sticking out. And then I'm going to put some sticking over this, up and around this path. So it doesn't look like it's sitting above it. It kind of gives it it grounds it. If you put them around it, close and kind of laying over the top of it. I hear you, Ron. Okay. Painting through them. Yes, but I always paint weeds in mine too, or little brush, brush or shrubberies and stuff, because that is in nature. So you want it to look real, right? But these ones are easier to tame. Okay. And my other channel is starting to grow, which is good. If you do not, or you're not a subscriber of that one, I'm going to put the link in the description box of this one. It's on that channel over there is where I've been doing my woodworking and my DIYs. Don't have a lot yet, but I'm getting there. I think this is done. Of course, I can always go through and do more. I always can. But I don't want to mess it up. There's a lot of little details that you can do. It just helps bring everything to life even more. So. Ron's in the kitchen trying to get chocolate from our daughter. He's a diabetic. He's not supposed to have it. He thinks he's being sly. He's in there. He thinks I can't hear him. Ron, I can hear everything you're saying. He's gonna get himself in trouble with our daughter. This is giving this a little more dimension, like it's actually a path of rocks by putting some shadows in the path.
I think I need to call this done and good and finished. Now I got to sign it. This is dark down here, so I'm going to sign it with white. I just have to find my paintbrush that I use to sign. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then I always put a little bit of water. Let me show you how I do this. So I've got water right here, and I just twirl my little tiny brush so it is thin like a pen. And that way I can write my name on here. Thank you. There you go. That one is finished. Yeah, Rhonda. I don't do yard work. Ron does all the yard work, so I don't do any. Other than I do gardening, like planting in the garden and stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think? You like it? But I think this is done. And I think I got it looking like more of a path, like with stepping stones. Here as well as down through here, going over with the river underneath it. Oh, like a shallow river. So I know it takes you guys, you type it and then it's lagged, so I can't answer the second you put it there because I just can't see it. Beautiful, thank you. Thank you very much. And I will put this up on Instagram, my community tab, so that you can see it. Of course, it'll be on my YouTube channel as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know we don't have a ton of people in here, and I understand that. For one thing, it's summertime. You never get to use summertime as you can any other time because people are out and about doing things, going on vacations, outside working, playing, whatever. And so that brings your views down. Plus, with my change of my channels, I've seen a loss in some subscribers on this channel, and I've been seeing some new people as well. So that's a good, changeover. My other channel is almost at 200. I think it started out earlier this week at like 112 or 120, and I'm almost at 200. So from one video, I got quite a few subscribers. So that's a good thing. All right, you guys, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed this video. Anytime you guys have any questions, you can ask me questions on Instagram. I think all of you guys that are here is on my Instagram, so you can ask questions. If not, my Instagram link is in my About on YouTube. You can click on it there. I changed the name so on that as well. So it's a little bit difficult maybe to find if you try to just put in my name. But the link is in my About, and I'll try and remember to put it in the description box as well. If you're not in here and you're watching later and you do not know what my Instagram is. I'm also on Facebook. I think a lot of you have me on Facebook too. So you guys have the most blessed day, and
don't forget to call somebody and just check in with them and see how they are doing, as well as you guys. Don't forget to do the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. I really enjoyed teaching you guys these different techniques. You have a good night and see you later. Bye.